guest today. We got Raeshad Beats in the building. I'm very excited for this. This is a very different episode as opposed to the other ones that I've done. So, with that being said, I just want to welcome my guest. How you feeling, bro?
What's going on, bro? I'm feeling good. I'm excited. Definitely can't wait to communicate, see what we talking about here. I'm excited. I'm ready.
Right. Cool. I'm more excited for this interview than people realize because this is a different type of interview. Whereas before I was talking to artists under the brand, you're somebody from the outside, looking in, but very, you contribute, and it's just that's going to help us get to where we need to get. But this is a different dynamic because you produce and you also are an artist. So
yes, sir.
It's definitely going to be a different dynamic to this interview. So with that being said, no further ado, I just want to ask you just one question off the rip. So how was your journey up until the point that you're at right now? Like where you at in 2019, March, whatever it is, second, third, how are you, what was the journey to you getting here? Because I know it was trials and tribulations. It wasn't just oh, you know what, I'm going to do music. So I kind of want to know a little bit about what your journey was.
Definitely starting out, I've been making music for about 7 years, or 8 years. I guess this would be my 7th year, I'm sure. I'm not necessarily too
sure how
about
long
that.
it's been,
I just know it's been some time.
Right.
But the journey definitely been something to pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? It definitely been something that I've really just been looking at. All right, if I can do this, then I'm sure I can do this. Or if I can, you know what I'm saying? Just a lot of different things that'll pop up in the journey that'll kind of keep continuing to push me forward.
Right.
So if I ever do lose motivation, I'll pick myself back up. Bro, hold up. We still got to do this and we still got to do that. We still got work to do. So what I would say about that is starting out, I was in the basement and I had this small little desk, had these 2 speakers, and around this time I was looking to build my website and everything like that, for my beats.
That's dope.
Around this time, I was just making beats and selling beats, and at the same not really selling beats yet, but I was
trying
making beats,
to, I was trying to get that up off the ground.
Just trying to make sure I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
So it took me I would say a couple years for me to sell my first beat, and it was a $10 lease. But I remember just the experience that I had selling that beat. It was so euphoric.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm damn, I sold a beat. Mind you, I was working at Giant, and I was working over there for years. I've been working at Giant for 3 years. So that was the only type of money I was really seeing.
Yeah.
But then I started selling beats, and I started realizing okay, I can sell this. I can do something that I love and make money off of. You feel me?
What was what was the software? What did you do to make the beats at first, when you first started? As opposed to now, or is it the same shit?
It's the same. It's still, shout out to FL Studio. I use FL Studio to make all my beats, but I can make a beat in Logic. I can make a beat in Ableton. It don't matter, because I've been...
Are you self-taught? Because I know some engineers go to school, or some producers go to school, but I also know some kind of teach themselves. So you just taught yourself how to do it.
Yeah, I just taught myself. Same thing with all the different programs.
Yeah.
I had other people use different programs, and they would show me how to use it, and then I'm okay, it's kind of the same as a program that I use.
Right.
So I would learn all different programs too. So everything was kind of self-taught. I didn't go to no school for it. I guess the only thing you can say that was kind of school-worthy was when I went to go to music. Music tech. I did music tech in 10th grade.
Yeah.
And it completely on accident. I needed an elective because I'm all right, I got all these hard ass classes that I'm just all right.
You needed an easy one just to knock out
just
the way,
to knock it. Yeah, you know what I mean? Just get that shit out the way. Fuck that. I don't feel like doing all this shit. But music tech definitely was one of those classes. But it was a sneaky class because I didn't realize how much I love making beats until I started really doing that class. Okay. And then I'm oh shit, damn, it felt good making a beat like that. And ever since then, I just been just rolling with it after 10th grade.
Got you.
It kind of like 10th grade kind of like just molded me like into the producer that I am now.
Okay. So my next question would be to you, like, how did you decide to choose music over everything else? Like, did you have other aspirations, or was it?
That's a good question.
You know, is music the end all be all, or do I want to go and be a fucking, I don't know, you know, doctor, lawyer, whatever, all the basic shit, you know what I mean? Like, what made you decide to do music and stick to it?
I think what made me decide to do music, like, I grew up around music, like all around, because I just had my whole family was just very music orientated. Like, my mother, she can sing. My father can sing. He used to do percussion.
Oh, that's
so
dope.
it was embedded,
like,
from birth, I would say, just because of my family and they history with it.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? But me tapping into it really came about when I did that 10th grade class, like I said, and just understanding, like, oh, like, just me having so much fun making these beats. Like, damn, I love making beats. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I love that shit. So it was something that, like, kind of...
Just something within yourself that almost...
It just pushed me to
right.
it. Like, it was gravitating. But,
right.
like, before then, like, previous aspirations, I used to want to be an artist.
Okay.
I used to want to, like, paint and draw.
Oh, like, okay.
Like, draw and stuff.
Right,
like,
right,
I used to draw a lot. Like, a lot of kids in class used to be like, yo, you should draw for me, and this, that, and the third. And I would draw for them because I'm just like, all right. Like, it was second nature at that point because it was just something I was good at.
Mm-hmm.
But then I got bored of it. I don't know what happened. I don't know what turn it was.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it was just one of those things. But
just kind of transitioned on.
Yeah, just a transition. Yeah. But even to this day, like, I low key still, like, I low key, now that I got a little bit more time under my repertoire, like, I low key want to get back into artistry and writing and drawing again because it's fun and it's like, it's just like making beats for real to me. It's just therapeutic and keeps me in the space.
So along with making beats, like being a producer, you also you also are on the forefront of it. So actually being like the person who delivers the music. So being an artist. So like you have, you know, the sides of both the producer and the artist. So what would you say are the pros and cons of, you know, each? Like, what are the pros of being a producer? What are the cons? And then, you know, in comparison to being an artist, what are the pros and cons of that?
See, that's a tough question because there's both pros and cons in each area.
Right.
Including the engineer, and I feel like the engineer don't get enough shine.
Oh, for sure.
Like, if we're talking about producers not getting shine, like, let's talk about the engineers too that's not getting shine at all. You know what I mean? Like, because some of these producers, they got their tags in and stuff, and they got their credit, even though they shouldn't have to beg for that. You know what I'm saying? That should always be something that people should understand to give credit to, and like, yo, he made this beat. He didn't make that beat. He made this beat. You know what I'm saying? It should always be like that.
Right.
But it's not like that in the industry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are for themselves. And that's just how human nature is.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you got to take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
But
can't take it too personal, but at the same time, you're going to feel some type of way because it's like, I did this shit.
I think, if anything, like, as a producer, that should just elevate you. You know what I mean? Like, you should just learn from it and see if you can do something better. Like, all right, you know what? Fuck that. I'm going to just drop this, and then, you know, you got to, you know, come up with a plan. But
what's the difference? I'm not to cut you off, but like, what's the difference between like an engineer and a producer? Like, is there?
I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna tell you before. I don't want to cut you off. I'm gonna tell you the differences right here. So, an engineer will record an artist.
Okay.
A producer will make a beat for an artist.
Gotcha.
Or if he don't have a beat, he'll dictate a beat from another producer or beat maker.
Okay.
And give it to the artist and tell him, yeah, you can record over this. I got a song for you or something. So production goes a long way than just a nigga making a beat.
Right.
And then, you know what I'm saying?
Right. It's not just that simple.
It's just not that simple. Sometimes it is that simple, but also words have so much power these days.
Especially with social media,
Especially with social media. Like, they have so much power these days that it can make people believe that that's what that really is.
Right.
Like, if you tell a lie enough, it'll become the truth type. You know what I'm saying? So producers are very... they very misconstrued because they think like a lot of people think like engineers are producers and producers are engineers. Like
yeah, the line is blurred.
The line is very
That's why
blurred.
I wanted you to break it down, because honestly, as a consumer and as a fan of music, engineer producer can kind of just like, for me, be just mixed together as one. So it's like I don't even know the difference sometimes. Now I've done my research and I've been able to determine and decipher who's what and who does what, but I wanted you to break it down just for the people who don't know.
So basically an engineer is the person you book that session with. So say like if you're looking to record, you need a recording engineer. So an engineer is a person who's going to record you. He may not mix you. He's going to record you, lay your track down. You got your track. Right. Okay, cool. He might even look for a mixing engineer, somebody who can make it sound better than what it is already. Because right now you just got dry stems. Like, all right, bet you got your whole song. You got your hook, your verse, your hook, and then you got. Oops, my bad.
You good?
And then you got the vocals with no sound, with like no type of like depth. It just sounds dry.
Right. So
then now they'll look for a mixing engineer. Now if you're an engineer that can do both, you can record the person, then mix them afterwards. Or if you're an engineer like me, you'll mix them as you're recording. I mix a lot of people as I'm recording. So an engineer is somebody who records somebody and make their vocals sound good. So they make the track. The engineer makes the track and makes it sound good. The producer is a person who supplies the instrumental, the beat. However, it may not be that producer who owns that beat. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times it can be an executive producer that be like, yo, I have this beat from this producer from Delaware. His name is such and such. I need you to do a track over this. Let's put this together. I got a hook for you.
Right.
So a producer can be a songwriter at the same time by executive producing somebody's record.
That's dope. So speaking of executive producing though, because that's dope. Like you can kind of be on the outside looking in and still be involved. Like, so you have your project, that's on Apple Music.
Phantom 18, appreciate it.
Phantom 18, very dope. Everybody go get that support. Don't just be watching.
I appreciate that. Appreciate the love.
Did you, what was your involvement in that? So like, I mean, it is your project, of course, but did you produce it? Did you executive produce? Like what all of the ins and outs of that?
I just want to say the Phantom 18 was executive produced by Montclair Melvin, aka Melvin Thomas. This is one of my producers and longtime friends in this music industry. Okay. We've been through everything. We've been through hell and back with this music shit. So he was one of the people who executive produced and helped me put the records together. And we also have a lot of collab records on this project.
Right.
Like the intro, me and him made that beat.
Yes.
The outro, I did the first half of the beat, and then the second half, he did the whole beat. So
okay, you split it out.
Me and him, we just like night and day. We know how to like communicate music and create music, and you know what I'm saying? It's just something that we've been doing for years and years and years and years and come. So shout out to Melvin Thomas. This is my brother, Montclair Mel, dope producer, artist, and songwriter.
Does a lot of things, guys.
Straight up.
So he helped you, like y'all's chemistry is very like, in line.
Yeah, we just like the same person when it comes to music, for real. Like we know what needs to be there, what sounds good, and we know how to put it right there. You know what I mean? So he was the one who executive produced that project. The beats that he have on there, so he produced the intro. And then me and him produced the intro, and then he produced the record called Yeah. That features my bro Rod 2.0. Shout out to Rod 2.0. He is a dope artist from Maryland.
Another artist.
Really dope artist. He's
cool.
tough.
Cool.
So me and him made that beat, and then I was like, all right. So this is how like how I was saying, like how the executive producer will come in. Or just somebody who have a better idea of how to put the song together. Because a producer don't just make beats. You know what I'm saying? A producer can put a song together without even having to touch a keyboard.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like Dr. Dre. Like
Right.
Like he made beats. Niggas know he made beats.
Right.
However, he had a lot of hands in tracks that didn't really have his beats.
Got you.
Or if it was his beat.
Does that come with respect?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Or is it just like...
Let me use a better before you say anything, let me use a better example. Quincy Jones. I would say Michael Jackson's engineer. That's like, he was the one who put the song. He'll put the songs together. Like, all right, you two go in there.
Right.
Y'all two play the trumpets.
He'll orchestrate it.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I
Y'all
mean?
two play the trumpets. I need those two girls in the back to play the violins in the
Got
back.
you.
There's this big ass room that's
Right.
completely acoustically wired
Right.
to run music
Right.
of that caliber.
Okay.
You dig what I'm saying?
No. So like Kanye's kind of like that.
Yeah, Kanye's the same
It's
way.
definitely like that. Yeah.
Yeah, because he know what sounds good.
Right.
So he knows how to put it in place.
Like put all the pieces to the puzzle together. and
So
make it good.
that differentiates a producer, an engineer, and a beat maker. Because a beat maker could just be somebody who just make a beat,
Right.
and then just send them the track.
Right.
However, you might have another producer to put that track together with that beat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's just a lot of different variables and
I like
variations.
that. I like the way you broke that down because honestly, I don't think a lot of people who listen to music ever even delve that deep into how it all comes together. You just hear the song, you know?
Yeah,
And
I
you
feel
don't
like
even
it'll
know
confuse
what
them
went.
for real. I feel like
It
it'll confuse
would,
them.
yeah, for sure. I think you have to care enough to know how that all works to get, a great body of work. Because, we can go on any of these platforms and just listen to a project or listen to music, but you don't know how much time and all the pieces that had to be put together just for that to happen. So I'm happy that you touched on that. But what I do want to talk about next is I checked out the documentary / like interview that you did for
Appreciate that.
For the Phantom 18 project, and I kind of just wanted to start off by knowing like what did you gain from the interview, like, or documentary. I don't know who did it, but I saw it. So
So the person who did that documentary and that interview, shout out to him. He's a photographer.
Cool.
His name is Dano Photos. He's a dope dude. I haven't spoke to him in a while.
Okay.
But I still appreciate everything that we've done because we've done a lot of great
Right.
movies together. So
Right.
shout out to him. He definitely put that together for me, and he did a great job with that.
Cool. Cool.
That interview was very important to me because I didn't want people to just kind of rule this project off as just like a regular project.
Right.
Even though I didn't care too much for that because whatever that would have came with regardless. You know what I'm saying? Because, music come and go. So
Exactly.
I didn't really care about that too much, but I cared about the why, the reason why I did it. Like,
Okay.
why did I do this interview? There's a lot of reasons that I don't even want to explain on camera.
Right.
Why I did this interview because it's just personal and it touches me. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I
It's
respect
a lot
that.
of different things that
A lot of shit doesn't need to be touched on to that extent.
it's really about the why when I did that interview. Like, why did I did it? I did that because I have people counting on me. I did that because I want people to understand this is what I do every day. I want people to understand, like, I work hard to do what I do, and I got a lot of people who is rooting for me. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, why would I do any injustice if I don't work as hard as I'm supposed to? You know what I'm saying? So It's just, with that interview, it's all about the why. That's one of the reasons why I did it. Like, I wanted to make sure I get my point across. Like, yo,
You didn't just want to put something out and people just be like what the
yeah,
fuck
like,
is that?
no meaning. I wanted to have meaning. I wanted to have value. You feel what I'm saying? I wanted that to hold up with people so people can understand that and feel that.
So looking back on that time period when you did that interview, like, are you happy with the outcome of the project and the longevity of, like,
I'm happy that I got the records out.
Gotcha.
I would just say that. Like, I'm happy that I got the records out. Cool. The outcome, it's cool. Like, a lot of people fucked with it, and a lot of people gave me the feedback and everything. I got everything that I was looking for.
You got everything.
But time to move on. I'm ready to do something bigger.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I ain't really worried about
that. Was
a lot
just
of
a
people,
stepping stone. Like, that wasn't the end all be all. It was just like, all right, I'm gonna do this, and then this is gonna elevate me.
Yeah, I'm just really collecting data, really. I'm gonna just say that. Like,
wow, that's a gem. Collecting data.
Yeah.
Never even phrased it like that. Wow. One of my favorite songs off that joint is the Up Trippin'.
Up Trippin', I appreciate that.
I really fuck with that joint. I'm not.
That.
What was the thought process behind this, or this is just like it just kind of happened?
I'm gonna tell you exactly how that came. So, I had my bro Sincere pull up on me at the studio, and then we was just bored. And I was just like, man, I'm ready to make a beat real quick. So I made the beat in like 5 minutes. and then I had the hook in my head, and then me and him was just constructing the hook like I've been up, tripping, I've been up, and then we just started adding on to it. I was like, all right, bet we're gonna save this for the session that I'm ready to book in September. I think I booked a 10-hour session at Architect Studios. 10 hours. Out of pocket. They had a deal.
You gotta invest.
You gotta invest. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All my artists, producers, engineers, make sure y'all invest. It'll pay off. Just make sure you got a plan to see that investment come back.
I agree.
Make sure you got an ROI. You know what I'm saying? Return on investment. And because either way, even if that ROI is small, you made something back. You didn't just spend your money and then sit there looking crazy, upset. Nigga, you made something back. So go back, tweak it, and make more back.
Return on investment is a big business major topic.
100%.
I was a business major, so I'm very hip to what he's talking about. And I just think that's smart. Because, like, in anything you do, don't just spend money just to spend it freely, like freely, and just be like, oh, you know what? Well, I heard that if I don't put money into it, then I won't get anything out of it. Like, have a plan before you put money into it. So that's really, like, that's what I get from what you're saying. It's just like, don't just spend carelessly, because it's like anybody could just put money behind something.
Like anybody can just pay for
anything.
Like anything.
Yeah.
And then there's no plan. There's no direction of where you want that traffic to go. There's nothing. It's nothing. There's no value to hold it up. So you're just spending money, and you may get a couple of likes or, a couple of shares or retweets. But is that converting into cash? Is that converting into something that that can outlast everything you just did to prepare for that?
Is it profitable?
Yeah, is it profitable? Straight up, 100%.
Very key. I noticed you had one of your artists in like that last interview, like when y'all was in the studio. It was, or there was, I don't know if it's one of the artists on your brand or not, but I noticed there was an artist in there, and it seems like just based off your, album or project, you have a lot of features as well, so it's like it seems like you spread the wealth, kind of like.
Yeah, I mean, with Phantom 18, the whole thing I was trying to prove was like I can produce and then put songs together just off of ideas, strictly ideas. Like I did that whole track list without listening to it. Like the whole track list of the final project, I didn't listen to at all. Really? It was just notes on my phone. Like, all right, intro, up tripping, and this, that, and the third. I just wrote it down as a list. Because a lot of those songs I had on there was old, too. Like, not a lot of them, but like I had a couple old songs that was already done, just needed to be placed somewhere. So I looked in, and I'm just like, all right, this will sound cool. This will sound cool. This will sound cool. 1, 2, 3. I like how that. I didn't sit down and listen to the project a million times.
Right.
And like, oh, okay, switch 12. Switch. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold up. Five. I don't like how 5. No, I didn't do all that shit. I just put everything down on my phone, looked at my phone, and I said, okay, I like this lineup. This looks cool, and I just determined how everything would sound from what it would look like.
Okay.
Then I dropped the project, and then.
So that was the process behind creating it.
So now, but this is where I would listen to it finally, because I didn't listen to it at all straight through like that.
Okay.
That was just on my phone.
Right.
I wouldn't put it on my phone and listen to it straight through at all. I didn't want to hear none of my songs.
Why?
I still don't want to hear none of my songs.
Why?
It's just an artist thing about me, I guess. I think it's just I don't really like my work like that. I feel like it can be better.
You know what's crazy is I watch a lot of interviews on artists, and they say I don't listen to nobody but myself because I don't want to imitate other artists. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, now that's smart because
that is smart.
You're gonna continue to improve yourself. However, I don't listen to anything really. Like I really don't listen to the radio or nothing. It's silence with me all day until I go into the studio, then I start creating. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just really how it's been for me recently. That seems
really dope, honestly. Like if I had a studio and I just didn't listen to shit all day.
Because you gotta think about it, I'm in the studio every day, so I'm hearing sound every single day.
That's true. Yeah.
You're
creating sound too.
And I'm creating too. So it's just like I don't want to hear the radio. Turn the radio off. I don't like a lot of sound just don't mean shit to me until I get into that space and I can create and then start really coming down with it.
You know what's funny? It's like you say you don't listen to your own music, but like I don't watch like the video. Like after this shit goes up, like I'm gonna watch it probably once, maybe twice. I probably won't watch it again. I'm on to the next thing.
Yeah,
like I'm
got
just,
to.
I'm just on to the next idea. Like I feel like, all right, this idea has been set in stone. We executed it,
and it's time to move on.
That's exactly how I am
business.
with shit.
That's business. Like
at
the end of everything, that's business. You don't want to just sit there and be like, wow, that's a really great skyscraper. But bro, make another one.
Yeah, make another one.
Let's make another one. Like, the fuck you talking about this skyscraper, bro? We been had this skyscraper for like 2 years. Like, nah, fuck that. Let's make a new jump. Like,
that's a fact.
You feel me? You don't want to dwell too much.
You don't
want to
dwell. Nah, I agree 1,000%.
Because you're not gonna level up. You're not gonna evolve.
Do you like have any like producers that you admire? Like, do you have like a list? Really?
I'll list them all right now.
Whoa. Before you do that, I just want to do something real quick.
I'm with it.
20 seconds, right? I'm going to give you like 20 seconds, right? I just want you to list, like, how many do you think that you have, like, that you admire? Like, how many people that you look up to when it comes to producing? Because I'm going to give you 20 seconds to name all of them, and then we can talk about it.
All right, bet. I'll name them all right now, for real. Because, like, only reason why, like, it's a good time to, like, kind of, like, put it in front of everybody is because, like, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these people that I'm about to say are people that I work with on a daily that I really respect and admire their work too.
Right. So these not just like household names.
Yeah, not just household names.
Got you.
It's like it's certain categories, but
all right.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like a lot of the people that I'm working with too are really dope in their own way.
Okay, so let's go 20 seconds and you just name all the people you admire and we'll talk about it.
All right, bet. You want to do it right now?
Right.
Or you ready?
Ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh,
wait.
This is more difficult than it thought. The timer's running.
We still got time. All right, bet.
Yeah.
All right, bet. All right. So D-Day. Pyrex turned me up.
Ooh. I've heard him.
Who else? Loaded Beats. Notch.
Oh, we done.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's
all
all I needed. That's all I needed.
Loaded Beat, and what's the last one?
Notch.
Okay. How you spell that?
And you spell D-Day wrong. D-A-E, not D-A-Y. Yeah. I just know he gonna kill me about that. Yo, why you spell my name wrong?
Why you letting him spell my name wrong? Put some respect on my name.
But
and then Naj.
See, Naj. N-A-J.
Okay.
N-A-J. Yeah.
Cool.
So these 4 producers, these are my brothers. Like, these are people that I work with. This is collage. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not even the half of them.
Right.
There's way more producers, but I only had 20 seconds, and I ain't gonna lie, I couldn't think like that.
Bro,
so,
it's harder on the
spot. It's hard. It's like, shit. I'm just like, oh shit. So I'm gotta think. You know what I mean? But these dudes are extremely talented. I want to start with D-Day.
Okay.
D-Day is one of the first producers to ever like kind of bring me around and bring me into like the industry setting.
Okay.
Yeah, like show me how industry shit work in Baltimore. You feel what I'm saying? I'm from Howard County.
Me too, yeah.
I'm from Howard County,
that's respectable, though.
You feel me? I'm coming from a whole nother county with no scene. The county's kind of building a scene now. Yeah, there's no scene. There wasn't no scene at the time. Howard County kind of building a scene. Shout out to Howard County, you feel me? That's where I'm from, you feel me? Gotta rep that till I die.
There you go.
However, when I moved to...
Downtown Columbia, what's up?
Let's go to the mall. It's like... That's all niggas are saying. Let's go to the mall.
Niggas won't understand it. You'll get it later.
They'll know. That's all inside. They not gonna know that. But when I moved out to Baltimore County, D-Day was the first person to bring me around and show me like the real industry side of Baltimore. Like show me all like the top tier Baltimore artists, and then in time, just because I was paying attention and I was becoming the fly on the wall and I wanted to learn and I didn't want to talk at all. I wanted to just learn. I started getting more situations placed for me as far as like placements, getting a placement with YGG Tay, Tay Bang, Moose, Young Moose, King Los. Like it just...
So you work with all of them?
Work with all of them.
That's dope.
And I know all of them personally too.
That's really dope.
Not personally, but I had contact with them. It wasn't just like I sent them an email and they was like, yo, this bitch fire for me.
Yeah.
Nah, like
it was more than that.
It was I went to the studio and then play some records, and it was like, I like that. Load that up. You know what I mean? So
take notes.
Shout out to D-Day. That's my motherfucking brother.
Cool.
D-Day with the gang. You know what I'm saying? Collage be the gang. So Pyrex is the hottest producer in the game right now.
Was he on the Baby's joint?
Yes, he was.
Wow.
He produced the Pony joint. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That shit is fire.
His tag on that joint was Pyrex Whipper. Like,
I might need it. I've heard him on a lot of shit. Where's he based out of though?
Baltimore. He's from Baltimore.
Really?
Yeah.
See, bro, this is bad though because we're supposed to know that. You know what I mean?
People look. That's what I'm saying.
That's
like,
the problem.
I want people to understand like. With Baltimore, with Holco, whatever, with anything Maryland, niggas been stealing our style for years. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
You think so?
I think so.
I would agree, but you know how like
even DC.
I was about to say DC. Like,
bro, you know how many people stole DC style, bro, for over years, bro. Like. For years, bro, and not really pay that.
They don't pay the homage. Nah, they don't pay the homage. But like a lot of people just give credit to New York when it comes to style and like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like we not, but you know what I'm saying. Like in this instance, we talking about Baltimore. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's hard to put that in a regular conversation because a lot of people don't know too much about Baltimore.
Yeah.
But now that Baltimore is getting a scene and they have a scene now, they know what's up. You feel what I'm saying?
That's true.
Wasn't like that at first.
That's true.
So people gotta understand like in this that's like a generation gap kind of.
Nah, for real.
Especially in music. Like that's very important. If you are in the area and you can capitalize off that, yeah, you can do some shit. However, it took some time to get to that point because we have hella goats out of Maryland and DC and VA.
For sure.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
That go unsung. Even if they do got accolades like Grammys and this, that, and the third.
Right.
And this is not even just music, even with actors and you know what I'm saying? Like all that shit. Like we're finally getting that type of look at us now.
But to me it's like why I get annoyed is like why does Atlanta and New York get so much praise when like I think like the artists and just the musical scene down here like we don't uplift one another. It's so it's the crab in the barrel mentality.
It's a crab state for real. Because a lot of people
literally
a lot of people gonna fuck with your shit because they see that it's hard.
Right.
They not gonna fuck with it genuinely.
Genuinely, exactly. They're not gonna try to get to know you.
This is not to knock anybody that do support anybody genuinely because I know there's genuine supporters out there, and I know I have genuine supporters. So shout out to them too because those are people that keep me working, keep me on my feet, keep me going. I gotta cater to y'all because y'all the ones who care the most. You feel what I'm saying? Like it could be 20 of y'all. I much rather have 20 of y'all than 100 motherfuckers who don't even know who the fuck I am.
Who don't give a fuck.
You don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like that's worse than a hater. A hater know who the fuck your name is.
But it's something within him.
It's something with him that's not gonna let him show love. That's a thin line between love and hate, bro. So he gonna be on that hate side until he sees something that resonate with him to really convert over to like, yo, you know what? I fuck with this nigga. I'm gonna be a fan. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, like, hell no. But that's how that shit work, bro. It's a thin line of everything, bro.
You know how like people become fans when they feel like when they finally realize shit is cool. You know what I mean? Like when they see everybody.
When they see everything's looking good.
Everything's looking good. All right, let me go like this nigga shit real quick.
I think it's human nature though, bro. Because it's like it's like survival.
But bro, like that's weird to me. Like I've always
been
the type of person
it's
like,
weird.
Like if I like it, I like it. I don't care what the other man thinks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's
everybody like in this generation. It's like I care what you think. I care what he think. I care what they think.
Like if those two say that shit not hard,
then that's like it's not hard.
See, that's not the type of person I am though. I'm gonna listen to it first and be like, y'all niggas probably just saying shit. Let me listen to it and then listen to it like, okay, that's kind of hard.
Y'all trying to be trendy at this point.
Yeah, at that point it's just phony. But nah, like I said, like I feel like that's human nature for real. Cause you know ain't nobody perfect for real. Like
that's a fact.
Everybody looking to just come up. Everybody looking to come up.
Cause the easy come up.
The
easy
you
come
know what I'm saying?
up. Yeah.
Like, see a person like me, like I'm not gonna sit there and try to look for like, you know what I'm saying, look for an elevator. I'm gonna take the steps because I know the steps is more worth the while than me taking that elevator because maybe if I go up that elevator, I'm not even on the right floor and I'm not even supposed to be on this floor. I gotta go back down like way more levels than when I started.
Right.
Ain't no you can't cut corners to success. You gotta put that work in, and you gotta be.
Analogy. That was really dope.
No,
I never
real
even
shit.
Heard that shit.
You gotta go back down. You gotta go all the way back to basement level. We was on level 1, bro.
Yeah.
How you go beneath level 1?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact, man. Well, speaking of that though, it's like, so you have your own studio, correct?
Yes, sir. RPS Studios.
Plugged it in. You heard that?
RPS Studios.
Hit them up if you want to do work. You know what I mean?
You want some good
if you want to
engineering
get
work,
serious,
mixing on the spot, get you right.
If you want to get serious, go to that. But with that being said, though, speaking of like level 1, level 2, like that's a big, to me, that's a, you know, that's a big thing. You know what I mean? Like owning and just having something to call your own. You know, like that's why I appreciate my brand so much, because like I can call that my own. So it's like you have your own studio, like you can get income from that, and you can call that your own. So it's like, you know, how would you basically, like, what's the responsibility and ownership like having your own studio? For those who don't know.
For those who don't know, I ain't gonna lie, it's very stressful.
I can imagine.
It's very stressful because you're dealing with so many different people with so many different energies. So you gotta know how to keep it strictly business from start to finish. Okay. That means if I say, yo, you got a session 6 to 5. Yeah. You gotta, 6 to 5, that is terrible. 6 to 7. And I said, like, if I say, like, yo, you got a session 6 to 7. Right. You gotta be here at 6. I can't give you no leeway. Yeah, there's no like, oh, I was late. Yeah. If you're late, you're late. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna get you right, but you may only have 30 minutes. Yeah. Either you crank this song out in 30 minutes. You done fucked up. That's what he's basically saying. You done fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Get here on time, nigga. Get here on time. You gotta get here on time, because I'm not gonna give you no leeway. I'm big on that. Yeah, I'm really big on time. I don't like playing around. And then on top of that, I have a lot of artists who hit me up like anytime. Like, yo, I'm trying to come in. Yo, I'm trying. Sometimes I might say yes. Sometimes I might. It depends, because like I'll just tell them like, look, yo, I'm not even in the studio. You gotta hit me another time. Or I ain't gonna lie, me in the studio, pull up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all it takes. You feel me? Like, so controlling that can be hard, because you gotta make sure people understand, like, yo, this is a business, and this is not how you do business. There you go. You feel what I'm saying? People don't have a business aspect to them. You know what I mean? It's like very like friendship. It's very friendship. Yeah, like it's just, like, hey, like, you know, you my man. Like, do this for me, and I'll do that. Like, nah, like I have a business running. Like, you know what I mean? Bro, I gotta make money. Cut corners. I gotta make money. Like, this is my well being. You're not gonna play with my well being. I respect that. So what made you want to even like? Well, not. That's the obvious. Like, of course you want your own studio, but like, what was the process of that? Like, you know, putting that into motion. I guess the process with that was when I moved out to Baltimore County, for real. I was just chilling in my little sister's room, for real, because we didn't have the basement done. I'm with my peoples, so I'm just, you know, I'm cramped up in my little sister's room, just on her bed. She got all these fluffy toys and all this beautiful decor on her bed. I don't got no bed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just sitting on the bed making beats, and doing graphics and doing whatever I can to like get some type of bread. You know what I'm saying? Like, around that time, I think we when we moved, I was recording before then. So I was recording people at the old house before we moved into the new house. Right. So just me being on that bed, I made like probably some of the hardest beats of my life, just sitting on that bed, just contemplating. Just, you still have them? Yeah, I still have them. Oh, okay. In the cut somewhere. Yeah. I probably just made some of just personally, like, because it was a different emotional capacity that I would have to deal with me getting older, and, you know, me dealing with, you know what I'm saying, oh, I don't got no room right now, I'm about to just, you know what I'm saying, gotta thug it out and just work out and just work, you feel me? So I think it brought out another person in me, which is a great person, and a hard-working person. It brought out the hard work in me, because it just, you know what I'm saying, because, you know, when you just sitting, like, imagine sitting on just like a little bed, fresh house, they still getting stuff in, they still moving shit in and everything, like, you kind of just like, all right, so I don't know where I'm gonna fit in, but I'm gonna just fit in right here. I gotta sit down and just make these beats real quick. I might as well. So it just made me just work hard, because I'm just like, yo, like, I want to do something bigger. Like, so do you have tips for anyone who wants to, like, at some point own their own studio? Or my tip to you is, to anybody who's out there who's trying to get their own studio, whether you're an engineer, producer, artist, or both, all three, don't matter. make sure you have your bag correct. Make sure your bag is correct and you know how to get a bag, because that's going to be a big thing that determines whether you keep your studio or not. Because there's going to be problems in the studio, like speaker problems, cord problems.
Right.
You might even run into bill problems if the bread not coming in as much. Because there's going to be
as much as
times
you thought.
business is business.
Right.
So what that means is whatever happens in business happens in business.
Right.
Everybody not going to be banging every month.
Right. Right.
Ain't nobody going to be banging every month, bro.
Right.
Not every month, bro. Like,
and you got to come to that realization and be like, damn, like, you know what I mean? Like, I had this expectation. Like, I thought this is how much I was going to get.
Yeah.
And I planned for this, but I'm about X, Y, and Z. Like, I'm about this amount short. So now I got to kind of adjust.
Now you got to adjust and you got to shake shit back. And you got to do a lot of work to get that shit popping. So, yeah, bro, like, nah, like, my tip to you is just get your bag right. Make sure your bag right. Find a great space. Figure out how you want to acoustically treat that room. It don't necessarily matter. If you're a good engineer, it's not going to really necessarily matter. But if you're trying to get that room to look really nice, make sure you know the certain ways to acoustically treat it, and then you'll be able to make that room look as beautiful as you would like, no matter how small, no matter how big that room is. So take that into consideration. If you're an engineer and producer who's looking to build something. Or artist. You could be an artist.
It doesn't matter. Just if you want to have your own.
If you want your own studio, make sure that bag right. Make sure you know what you're doing. Right.
Words of wisdom. Take that in. So your own brand and movement, you know, to wrap it up a little bit, how are you pushing that, you know, the Surreal Original Raiments? Like, how is that, what does that mean to you? That's what I want to start with. What does that mean to you?
So Surreal Original Raiments is a brand that I started way back in 2016, 2015. I was just messing around with Photoshop, really. I'm a graphic designer. I don't know if I emphasized that enough in the interview, but I also do graphics and stuff. I do a lot of mixtape covers and stuff. Back when I was doing the designs and logos. So, I think, like, really what that means to me is, like, what SOR stands for me, Surreal Original Raiments. Like, not only is it just like simple designs that I created that can catch a regular person's eye, like, okay, ain't too much going on in that design, but I kind of like it. Like, it's very urban. It means a lot to me because I have another meaning for SOR that stands for Shaping Our Realities. And it was something that I'm like I was thinking about, like, what other, like, just other things when I'm making the logo, like, what else can SOR stand for? Because I wanted to have two meanings. I don't wanted to just be the brand name, Surreal Original Raiments. I wanted to have something that people can kind of tie into and connect to, like shaping our realities. Like when I made this logo, I was like, I did it like just quick, like, okay, I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, I fuck with it. I'll put it on the back or something. Maybe not on the front. But then I remember I was testing it out and I was showing friends like, yo, y'all want the sour on the front, or y'all want it on the back, or y'all want the SOR on the front? And then niggas was like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, the sour was tough on the front, but I would do a shirt. Like a shirt with SOR on the front would be cool too. So I owe like SOR to a lot of my friends and their feedback. You know what I'm saying? Because like without their feedback, like I probably wouldn't even got this far. Like, because they was, you know what I'm saying, these are my friends, so they just, you know, they telling me like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, I would like to see that on the shirt. All right, cool. It was just up to me to make that happen. Like, all right, cool. Like, when I first started, I bought like 25 shirts for like $500, bro. That shit was expensive as shit, bro. Like, because I can do them now myself and save like not even half of that bread. Like probably like the majority of that bread, you know what I mean? But back when I didn't know how to do it, I was looking at different companies to create
to assist you and like basically provide what you couldn't. You know?
Exactly. Basically provide the product. And I remember I bought those first 25 shirts. They sold out within a week. People was fucking with them. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna just continue to keep going with it. I was just going with it as naturally as I can. I started coming out with hoodies. And I remember I came out with these camo hoodies. I was going to wear it to this interview, but it wasn't really in condition enough. It wasn't in condition? It wasn't in condition enough, yeah. But
you need to restock. Niggas need new merch.
No bullshit. Like, but I was ready to throw all those hoodies away, and these was one of the hoodies that sold out like within a week too as well. Like I was ready to throw all of them away because I didn't like how the camel was looking. Mind you, I had a whole nother company that was basically determining my fate with how the quality of the clothes was gonna be. You know what I mean? So I gave them a whole camouflage idea and everything. I gave them the whole layout, like, yo, I need y'all to do this, like this, like this, like this. Like, I always been prepared. Like, even back then, I always was prepared. Like, yo, I need y'all to do this, this, that, this, that. And they was like, all right, cool. They did the camel a certain way, and I didn't like it, and I was so mad. I had, like, 25. I spent, like, way more bread, you know, just so I'm just like, damn, like, I'm about to just throw these away. My mom was like, hell no, you better not throw them away. Then my stepfather come on, yo, you better not throw them away, this, that, and third. So people just stopped me from throwing. I was really ready to throw all of them in the garbage, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't like them. It wasn't up to
what you envisioned.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't up to, like, what I envisioned for real. So, but when I started, like, bringing them out into the public, we started getting photo shoots. This is back when I was still in Howard County. We brought, I had, like, a photographer do some shoots. I think it was my bro that one night. My bro Alex. Shout out to my bro Alex. I think he was shooting one night, and we was just looking at it, and a lot of people was really liking the design and liking how it looked. They was like, "Yo, that's fire, that's fire. Yeah. I need this right now. I need this right now. I need this right now." So, like, I say that to say this, like when I started the brand, like, it started running itself, really. Like,
really, that's important though.
It started running itself.
That's very important.
Even when I stopped, because I stopped making clothes for like a whole year, and I was just getting calls from people like, yo, I seen somebody rock a sour headband, or yo, I seen somebody with a surreal headband, or yo, I seen somebody with a sour hoodie. So it kind of just panned out to be something bigger than just me. You know what I'm saying?
Really
so
well,
I was like, I'm like, you know what? I need to just run with this, and this is my brand. These my clothes. I can just continue to stand behind it. Yep.
What you feel like the brand has to offer?
I feel like we offer. Not only do we offer like urban streetwear, of course. I feel like we can switch it up any type of way. Maybe we can do classic. I feel like if I was to get into tuxedos and stuff.
Oh shit!
I could probably do
that.
You
better change the game up with a fucking sour tuxedo.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, shit. I feel like I can dive in that bitch and give somebody some dope elegance. You know what I'm saying?
Dope elegance.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could do something like that. But I also feel like I can bring one thing about me just as a person, as a person who runs the brand. Like, I'm a person who know how to bring other people together.
Facts. Like
I said, for the Phantom 18 project, I had a lot of my friends on it.
You did, and I really fuck with that because a lot of people don't be putting their people on.
Yeah, straight up, bro. I never really believed in that just because, like, a lot of these people, like I said, gave me that feedback, and they gave me like the energy to continue to keep going.
Right.
Why wouldn't I reciprocate and make sure, like,
and spread the wealth?
Yeah, spread that. You feel me? It's all about sharing. You feel me? Each one teach one. You gotta aspire to inspire. It's all
about sharing, guys.
You feel me? You don't want to be selfish. You're not gonna.
You ugly.
You're gonna be miserable.
Selfish. You ugly. And I think everybody beautiful, but you ugly if you selfish.
You ugly if you selfish. We gonna run with that.
We're gonna run with that.
We're gonna run with that.
Man, it's been a great fucking interview. I really enjoyed talking to you, bro.
Yeah, this was dope, bro. This is dope as shit. I appreciate it.
You gave me a lot of insight to some shit I never had no insight to, so I'm very appreciative for that.
Yeah, already, bro.
And with that being said, man, please like, comment, and subscribe. This is the Subtle Impact Podcast, episode 5. We out.
I ain't gonna lie, that was hard. I was in that bitch. I ain't gonna lie.
Good interview, bro.